What's up, y'all? You know what that is? It's a tape measure. Now, if you know what it is, then not meant for you. But I will tell you this: there are oh wow, there are these people that are putting out uh, things about Trump supporters and Republicans saying that people are just dumb and all this other kind of shit. And I'm like, this coming from people that can't even read a tape measure. You know what I mean? They don't know what uh, standard measurement is. They don't know what metric measurement. They don't. You know what I mean? They don't know nothing about any any tools. You know, whether they're standard or metric or what. They don't know that size from that size. you know, and it gets me is that they can't even really tell. You know, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna talk shit about people that know way more than them. You know what I mean? And it's always the ones that are jumping on social media and calling other people dumb and things like that to where they don't have any knowledge to begin with. You know what I mean? So it's all these 20 somethings. Damn, I need a haircut, don't I? All these 20 somethings that sit around and watch CNN and MSNBC and think they're educated. That's one thing that, you know, I hate to be really so abrupt and harsh with them or whatever, but when you're jumping out there in adult world and all that, get into the politics and all that other kind of stuff, then you better get ready to have your ass handed to you. You know what I mean? So it's little things like that that these 20 somethings think they know something and they don't know anything when it comes down to it. They sit around with their damn friends, bullshitting, damn, just because of things that they've heard on TV. Mind you, those people get paid six figures to tell you anything that comes across that teleprompter. Ain't you ever seen Ron Burgundy? Yeah. So the 20 somethings, I wish y'all would just shut up, because until you're 40 something and you know how the world works, you don't know anything. You don't really have anything to offer the world because you don't know anything. You haven't done really anything to live your life, raise a family, do things like that to where to where you could really say something and add to the world, I guess you could say. So I did the same thing. I did the same thing. I talked a lot of stuff, thought that I knew everything or what. And it come down to it, I find out later on, man, that I didn't know shit. So you know. And I want to show you a little deal later on. I've got a bunch of things happening right now, man. I'm working on the trailer, got the door and everything to work on. The camper, I've got a couple of things happening to where I'm going to turn it back around. I got to get finishing up on that. Get the motor out of my truck, and yeah, I got a lot of stuff still wanting to do. So I like for these little libbies, the people that call Trump supporters stupid and call us dumb. I say, well, at least we know that the Nazis were Democrats. Yeah, they don't want to know that little or get that little bit of history because that's something where they didn't know, but they're finding out soon enough, right? I got to get busy because I know how to read a tape measure. Later.